G'day everyone, how are you? Welcome to Wednesday Wisdom. This week I just want to look a little bit about what are we committed to in life? What are the things that are important to us, and does our life actually reflect the values that we hold, the things that are important to us? This time of COVID-19, I suppose for many, has made us re-evaluate those things that are important to us and the way we live our lives. Do we live in such a way that it shows others the things we value? Today I want to just explore a little bit from Matthew chapter 13 verses 44 to 46. It gives us two parables, short stories about discovering something of great value, a treasure and a pearl. I'll read it to you. The kingdom of heaven is like treasure hidden in a field, which somebody has found and hid. Then in his joy he goes and sells all that he has and buys that field. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like a merchant in search of fine pearls. On finding one pearl of great value, he went and sold all that he had and he bought it. One of the things I think about almost immediately is, those things that are precious to us. And I suppose there's that great movie series about Lord of the Rings. You got Gollum, he says, "My precious." What are those things that are important to you? What are those things that are precious to you? And what have you done to secure them as central to your life? Those things that are really important. Maybe it's marriages. Maybe you found a great house. Maybe you've even found treasure and you've sold everything to make sure you've got that treasure in your life. Both these short stories talk about the kingdom of heaven, which is God's reality, God's way in which we should live in the world, and it points to those things that are valuable and important to us. I find that in these two readings, there's an idea of once you've found those things that are important to you, you need to commit to it. And for myself, I know I find great value in following Jesus and the things he taught us and the way he lived and the way he showed us how to live. And in fact, part of the reason I'm a priest is I value those things so highly that I've decided to commit and implement those things in my life. These things are the things that I allow to guide me through life. Now, I'm not perfect. Don't know anyone that is, but I try to implement these values of God's kingdom in my own life, values that encourage me to lift up those who maybe are pulled down, those people who are struggling in life. The kingdom of God, the values are of love and grace and harmony and sharing with other people. And I'm not sure about you, but I'm quite disturbed by people who call themselves Christians, and you see the vitriol and aggression and hate in these people. I don't see that's God's kingdom. God's kingdom to me is just many aspects of what we find in the Gospels, but particularly this idea of helping one another, of being God's of love and light and emissaries in the world today. And I've heard it said that we are God's hands and feet in the world today, Christ's hands and feet. So what we do and what we say is important. We live in a broken and messy world, and for me, God's kingdom is in this present reality. It's not something that's going to come in the future. It's here now, and it's by people who are committed to sharing the good news of Jesus, where this kingdom comes into effect, and other people who share this ideology, who share this belief in Jesus, this core belief which they want to own, they value it, and in fact they give so much in their life towards. And bless you guys for those who have committed to holding God's kingdom and the values of that in your own life. I would encourage you to keep leaning into that. But I want to talk about those things that value. So for me, I value God's kingdom and I try to live that in my own life. What do you value in yours? I hope and pray this week that you'll find this great treasure, this pearl of great worth in your own life, that hopefully God is revealing it to you more and more. I want to leave you with a few little words from pastor and writer David Mathis, and he said, "Jesus is the antidote to which ails us, the antidote, the catalyst to expand our small hearts, and the surprising remedy we've been longing to seek." I love that idea that Jesus is the catalyst to expand our small hearts, that we may let them grow and expand, that we may love one another. So again, I hope you find God's precious treasure, pearl of great worth in your life this week, and when you find it, commit to it, hold on to it, nurture it. God bless, guys. See you soon.